Isn't the world just amazing?
Our police are currently...
Order has spread relentlessly.
Shots fired at a school, elementary.
Make sure you know what you're being prescribed.
Riot vans, armed police, burning barricades.
Okay, maybe not, but oratory is your chance to speak up.
Oratory is a 10-minute memorized speech that is persuasive in nature. One of the best qualities that oratory has is being able to choose what you want to talk about. That being said, there are some fine lines between good topics and bad topics. So we will be going over those guidelines with you today. Your oratory is going through a really big change, meaning what traditionally might be considered a bad topic might be a good topic now with the proper guidelines. But you can talk about that with your coach. So the first thing that you have to consider when choosing an oratory topic is how long you have to talk about it. On average, you talk about this topic for 480 minutes, not including practice time. So in other words, you talk about it quite a bit. So in regards to choosing a topic, you have to pick something that you feel at least some sort of emotion.
The second thing we need to consider is who our audience is. For example, you wouldn't want to talk about how college is a waste of time if your entire audience is college bound. Or you wouldn't want to talk about how everybody should be super feminist and all boys suck if all of your audience are all boys. On top of that, there are a lot of different judges who are stereotypically X, Y, or Z. So let's go over the different types of judges so we can keep that in mind when we're writing our speech.
Hi, I'm a mom judge, and I thought you were amazing tonight. I really enjoyed your topic, but I wish that you would have went another way with it. I don't know where to begin with you. Your topic was completely one-sided. Your arguments were invalid, and you don't persuade me to do anything. I'm really tired, so I'll just give you the one. Look, if I give you $5, will you just be quiet? Because I don't really care, and I don't really understand this, so here.
For the mom judge, there's not really much to her. Just make sure that whatever you choose, it's not going to be something she's going to be immediately turned off by. Because trust me, there are a lot of mom judges. So the cool thing about college judges are that they're right between teenagers and totally adult people, so they can relate to a lot more stuff. Just so have fun with these judges. These judges are really cool and they're pretty chill, so whatever topic you choose, it'll hopefully be able to fly well with them. Just be creative with it. So the debate judge is a little bit more tricky. Whatever your topic is, make sure it has a lot of research and a lot of quality research, and that you can argue it from both sides and that you do argue it from both sides and clearly show why your side is better. So for the tired judge, and honestly for the teenage judge as well, you need to make sure that you have room to be energetic and fun, because if you pick an overly dark topic, it's going to be a lot more difficult to incorporate some of the stuff that's going to keep them awake. Moreover, you need to be able to explain your topic to a 5-year-old, because that's essentially the mindset of these judges. If you can't do that, then you're not going to be able to keep the attention of these types of judges. So now that we have some considerations in mind, how do we start? How do we pick a topic? Well, obviously, if you have a topic in mind already, then great. If you have something that you're already passionate about, something that you already hate about the world, awesome. But for those of you who have no idea what you want to do, I always recommend making a list of like 10 things you hate about the world, 10 pet peeves, 10 things you hate about people, essentially 10 things you hate. Awesome, so we have our list of 10 things. Now we kind of need to narrow it down. So what I always do is I look at it and I think, all right, what has already been done? What is cliche? What is something everybody is already sick about hearing? Okay, so I can look at this and I'll say, well, insensitivity, that's what? Basically be a good person. And everybody knows that you have to be a good person. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cross that out. From there, we also have bullying. Yeah, everybody knows bullying is bad, but that's kind of something. It's already cliche. Also looking at what can we potentially make a speech out of. What is something that might be too specific or something that might be too broad. So we have ignorance is that's a very broad topic. You can narrow it down to say ignorance of blank, ignorance of this, the specifics of different types of ignorance. But for right now, just for our purposes, we're going to cross it out. And now that we have our 10, that let's narrow down to 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're in pretty good shape. From here, I would start researching to get a better sense of what is something that's going to interest you and what you want to talk about for the rest of the year. So we have some general advice for you.
First, topics that seem small but actually have a big impact on society are good.
So some examples of that are sarcasm or the stigma of introversion. Another good guideline is that counterintuitive topics are actually really, really cool.
For example, quitting is good. Anger is good. So don't make your topic super polarized.
Example, abortion is good or abortion is bad. And the reason we ask you guys not to make super polarized topics is because everybody already has an opinion on this. So their own opinion can affect the way they judge your speech.
Moving on. Don't make your topic super unsolvable, but don't make your topic so simple that anybody can solve it.
And then last but not least, make sure your topic is narrow enough so that you can manage it, because when it's super broad, you'll get really overwhelmed really fast.